Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
When you enter Doak Campbell Stadium, you have to walk past the statue of Bobby Bowden first. This is sacred territory in college football. The fans know it. When they get chanting and the horse gets running, you know this is one of the most special places in all of college football. We can't wait to see how the Seminoles bounce back this season here at the Doak. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Seminoles ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Gamecocks offense will have the football first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They feed him again. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Makes the grab. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throwing Sellers. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Rushes on him. Buys a little time. Got his man to the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense? You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Went right back to him, and again he is denied. It's 3rd and goal. quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, South Carolina!
You talk about ball control offense. This offense just held the ball for the whole first quarter and then some. Strung a drive together, making the great plays when they needed them. That's a great opening statement from this offense.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Florida State's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Going to be interesting to see how they use him throughout this game because this linebacking crew can be exploited. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Might as well stick with him. Runs through a tackle. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. He'll try to do it himself. Turns it on in midfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. And the Seminoles will hustle to the line.
Now, on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Give to the running back. Here's a little room there. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw for it. Pressure coming. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Offensively, I love balance. I love when I get some big gains on the ground, now taking shots down the field, but I got to protect my QB. They did not keep him upright. He had a chance to make a play, especially after the big run play the play before. The defense was playing the run. QB couldn't get it done.
The Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Sellers. Bringing the heat. Keeps it himself and gets the first. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
The sure hands, it's Harbor. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Dropping back, it's Sellers. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the Dome. Now on the move. They make the play, force a 4th down, but they're out of timeouts, can't stop the clock. FSU calling it 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Punt is on its way. He'll take it on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? First play of the drive, wants to throw. A strike downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Florida State calls its 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of the... He'll off one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Florida State. Gets it into the end zone.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Caught behind the line. It's Clark. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get 1 more snap off. A run for the quarterback. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. This defense has set the tone through 2 quarters of football. They've drawn a line in the sand, and they've held it. It's why they'll take a lead into the second half, and it could be why they come away with a big victory. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Doak Campbell Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. So what do they? For third and short from their own 23. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Here's the pressure. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down for 24. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Here's Sellers to throw. Makes the catch. It's Fuller. After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Here's a heat. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. It's Hunt. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together. Putting a drive like this together now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Throwing, Sellers. Makes the catch. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone covered. Lewis, be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, The offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Gonna run it. It's Clark. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on fourth. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! That puts them on top here in the fourth.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the fourth quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll try it again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Got his man on the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Still plenty of time for this offense, but this probably their final drive, under 2 minutes to play. Off the play fake. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. 4th down, gotta have it here. And as he throws, it's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. This offense has it with really good field position. They want that clock to run. Got enough for the first. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. And the Gamecocks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. FSU calling its 2nd timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Motion from the wideout. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Florida State calls its third and final timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Nickelback on the field, looking pass as they try to keep this a one-possession game in the fourth. Turning to the running game here on third and goal. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
All right, you've now tried running the ball down here a couple times. It hasn't worked. What are you going to do on fourth down? Are you settling for a field goal? Or you've got to play in your back pocket to go get you 6?
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Got to give this defense tons of credit. How good have they been on the back end in coverage? It just feels like every time this QB has thrown the ball, it's been contested. They haven't given up a lot of yards, and they need to continue to be great in coverage with the lead in this 2-minute situation.
Dropping back, it's Daniels. Spits it out to the back. It's complete on the right side. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. Clock is stopped long enough to move the chains, but they've got to get lined up and spike it, David.
Yes, spike it really quickly. Then you get organized when the clock's not running. Get these next few plays that are going to be critical to determining the outcome of the game.
So now it's second and long. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score.
A really good job by the wide receiver understanding I don't have timeouts. A few extra yards are not going to help my offense, but stepping out of bounds, stopping the clock, getting the first down, continuing to keep this drive alive to try to come over here and take advantage and maybe win this game.
Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. And at this point on the field, I mean, I guess why not try to guess the snap count? Defense gets caught, still first and goal. Gets the back moving. He's looking to pass. Oh, they're after him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. And he got it! And things have tightened up. It's a 3-point game.
And this This offense obviously wanted to take the lead, but they chip into the lead a little bit. Now they're going to need their defense. Just give me another opportunity. They only need a field goal in the fourth quarter. Nice job cutting into that lead.
The clock is at 20 seconds left to play. They'll line up for an onside kick to try to pull it out. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest. I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.
They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. This was hardly an offensive juggernaut, but sometimes you lean on your defense and grind out a win.
This was a defensive struggle, no doubt about it, but we know this is a team game, and the defense certainly did what they needed to do. The offense just barely did enough. That's the important part, David, moving forward. They're going to have to play better on that side of the ball.
I think it looked more like an offensive struggle, not a defensive struggle. They definitely brought their A game, but listen, all you needed was enough points. Win, advance, build some confidence, find some things with this offense down the road that you do better.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Paul.